Hi, my name is Kate. I'm also known as Two Little Kits, and welcome to my FlossTube. So, I have works in progress and some stuff to chat about, but the thing I need you to be very aware of is to not look at my fingernails because they are in such a bad state and I forgot to do something about them. I'm very self-conscious of them. So, let's get started. In fact, one of them is broken, so I'm gonna cut that. I got these really cool nail clippers. So you squeeze them that way and they actually have like a blade rather than just putting pressure and breaking the nail. I only just got them. I'm hoping that maybe they'll help my nails not feel so brittle. Fingers crossed. Anyway, hi! I am at the tail end of a head cold, so I feel like I sound a little bit nasally. My apologies, but I have put off recording my FlossTube for long enough. It is time. I am recording this on Sunday, so I'm hoping to edit and set up this for release tomorrow, which is always kind of pushing it a little bit. So we'll see how things go and wish me the best. The first thing I think we should talk about is the t-shirts that you will have seen in the thumbnail. So I ordered some new t-shirts from some of my designs that I have available on my website. There'll be links in the description to all of these ones if you're interested in grabbing your own. And there's also like other stuff with the same design, so keep that in mind. But the first one I want to show you is one that I'm actually wearing. It's not this, because this is a jumper, but I have the t-shirt on underneath. So, one sec. Yeah! So this is True Crime. This is the t-shirt that I had recently on a pre-order basis, and it's now available full price on my website, along with a jumper or sweater, depending on where you're from in the world. There's also a mug and a tote bag. So, go and check them out. The t-shirt comes in black and maroon. I thought that the black would kind of fit the vibe for me personally, so yeah, I got black. The jumper I was wearing is just some random jumper I got online, but it's relevant because it says cozy season. Yeah, it's very cozy, but I'll keep it off for a little bit because I'll let myself get cold, I guess. Anyway, the other t-shirts I have, so basically the reason I wanted to get quite a few new t-shirts is because all except for one of the t-shirts that I got for myself as a test t-shirt of my designs were all when I was a lot bigger. So they're like 2 to 3 sizes too big for me now. I need new clothes, basically, in a nutshell. So I got all these ones in my current size. So this is the first one. This is Floss Daily, as you can probably hazard to guess. So this is the pattern. This is the design that also has a cross-stitch pattern of it as well. There used to be 2 versions of this design for apparel and merchandise. There was this one, which is like the pattern itself, and then there was one that was this inside an embroidery hoop. But I'm currently changing the back end of my printing process thingy, and I haven't been able to figure out how to set up the 2 versions in my website, and I'm not sure I really like the one with the hoop, so I scrapped that one basically. So I got this t-shirt. This is in the ash color, and you know what I'll do? I'll actually bring up my colors so I can tell you what colors they all come in. Probably have to log in. Yeah. Okay, so this one comes in ash and solid white. So this is kind of like grey, like a really light grey. I don't know if it's coming across visually on the camera, but it's like a heathered grey kind of color. So it comes in this and just like bright white, which I'll show you what bright white looks like because it'll be the next one. So there's this one. There's this one, which is the white. So this is Embroidery Love, and this comes in a bunch of other things as well. I can't remember what all of them are off the top of my head, but the t-shirt comes in white and black heather, which is kind of like this sort of mottled style, if you can see that, but in a really dark grey. So there's that one. And the last one is another, I already had this one initially, but it's so big that, you know, it swims on me. I kind of just wear it to bed now. But I wanted to get a new version of my Stitch Repeat, and I've changed. This used to come in like 16 different colors, and you know, I learnt more about how to sell to people. No offense. Learnt that too much choice is a bad thing, so I've reduced it all the way down to 3 colors that you can pick from. So there's the ash, which is this one again. It comes in ash. It comes in this, which is a heather blue, and it also comes in the dark heather grey as well, which the embroidery love comes into. So I tried to make it all of the t-shirts that I've changed in the back end to reduce down colors so that they at least have 2 choices in color, and one of the choices is either white or black, or like a dark grey, almost black. So yeah, this one, like I said, comes in black and maroon. Has maroon felt relevant, seeing as it's true crime and blood and all that kind of thing? But anyway, so those are the 4 that I got. New clothes, yay, they came yesterday, so I'm excited to be able to show those to you guys. There's 2 more t-shirt designs that I want to get, but I'm deciding whether I want to get at least one of them on a jumper. That one in particular is the retirement plan design that I have. I really like the idea of that one, and I think that could be really cute in a big, like almost oversized sweater. So thanks washing machine. No, I was about to say I'll put my jumper back on, but I'm kind of comfortable now. So on that note, let's move on to works in progress. I'm going to start this floss tube off with my flower Meadow. I usually leave it for last for some reason, but anyway, this is currently missing 1 flower because I haven't done today's flower, but I finished it on a row, so that's pretty cool. And I'm no longer that concerned about the amount of space I have left, because it's almost the end of September now, which is 3/4 of the way through the year, as you're aware, because you're intelligent. I still have like more than a third-ish, or more than, maybe about a third of the fabric left to go. So wish me luck still. Don't let me get ahead of myself, but I am feeling a lot more confident about the space that I have left, which is nice. So that's my flower Meadow for this year. Yay. Funny story and a little bit of a tangent, but that's okay. I was wanting a background for a series of pictures that I wanted to take for social media. It's, if you're following along at home, it was my 3 cross stitch essentials post that I did on Instagram and Facebook, and I think, yeah, I also did on Threads and Blue Sky, so all over the place. But anyway, so the background I wanted to use for that was, I wanted to use one of my pieces that I had finished. I was like, oh, well, you know, I've got a big piece. I've got my flower field from last year. And I pulled it out, and I haven't looked at it in, you know, a long time. I put it away at the start of this year. And oh my gosh, I forgot how pastel and light it is compared to the flower Meadow. Like, I'll pull it out again. The flowers are just so deep and bright, whereas my flower field is just so pale. You know what? I'll go grab it to show you. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised again. Like, look how pale it is. Isn't that crazy? But I mean, I did that deliberately because I wanted people to be able to mix and match the 2 patterns with each other if they wanted to. So, and also choose the colors that they wanted. I am just quietly trying to figure out a way to make a 3rd DIY pattern that can make it sort of a trio of flowers, but that's another 20 flowers. I can do 20 colors, that's no problem, but 20 more flowers feels really hard to do. Like, some of the flowers I did for Flower Meadow were tricky to come up with. So I don't know, but I have been thinking about it. Anyway, let's get back to works in progress. I will just put this away first. The next one I will show you is Flower Dragon Meadow by Flossy Fox Shop. I'm just gonna tuck that up there. So part 2 came out since my last FlossTube, and yeah, I've been just chugging along on that, which is nice. It's a Wisteria Dragon, so that's pretty cool, and has lots of purple. I'm currently stitching a color that has 1060 stitches of it. And I mean, it's the biggest color of this, what's the word? Release. The next one is this purple here, which is like her shadow color, which makes sense. So yeah. Anyway, there's that one. And she releases each part once a month. What should we show next? Let's do one of my things again. I've got magnet issues, hang on. Alright, my next piece is my next Zodiac, which it's almost done, like it's really close. I had to sort of jump around on the colors a little bit because I was running out of colors and needed to catch up on areas, and I don't know. Anyway, it'll get done. I'm no longer worried about the release date of Libra, so that's good. Man, designing this one was hard, I'll be honest. Trying to make it more interesting than just some scales, like old school scales, was really tricky, and I hope that you guys like what I came up with, which is, yeah, just a little, I know roses don't wind around things, but this is magical, so who cares. The next work in progress is another stitch along. This one is Twigs Tea by Fine Frog Stitching, and I'm way ahead of this one. So 2 parts have come out for this one. There's Lucy Gooselock, I think her name is, and the big table are the 2 parts that have come out, and the table is the second one that came out, and she actually gave us 2 weeks to stitch that one, and I was rushing to get it done within 1 week, and then I finished it on Friday because she releases her new parts on Fridays. Finished it Friday morning, and then I went to check my inbox in the afternoon for like the next part to take with me out somewhere to work on it, and there was no email. So I checked my calendar and I was like, oh yeah, I should have checked my calendar earlier this week and I wouldn't have had to rush. But anyway, I'm ahead, so that's cool, and that's where that is now. I can't remember where I was up to last FlossTube with this, but the goose is very cute though. I'll show you up close. Isn't it so cute? Where is it? Concerned some of my video is going to be out of focus. If it is, I apologize. Okay, and we have one more work in progress, and this is the one I'm like really excited about, and you guys have no idea about this because I literally only started designing it on Friday and finished the design yesterday and started stitching it yesterday and have been today. So this is, I'm obsessed. The backstory is that I have been trying to figure out a design and like elements for a design to make a K-pop Demon Hunters sampler. I need to watch the movie again at least one more time. I've only watched it twice, so there's that at least. But I feel like I need to watch the movie again to get some ideas for the sampler. But in the meantime, I have designed a little piece with the 3 girls, and on the side here it's going to say, "No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be." Which, if you don't know the movie or any of the songs, it is lyrics from one of their songs that they sing, because they're a group of singers as well as a group of demon hunters. Yeah, I have this and I'm obsessed. I think this is freaking adorable. I have to find one color because I got all of the colors I needed, but I am missing one. and it'll be in a different project, like somewhere else. So, and if I can't find it, then I've got to go out near the craft store anyway, and I can pick one skein of floss up, which would probably turn into other stuff as well, because let's be honest, the craft store is just a black hole of money. Anyway, so I'm obsessed. Let me know what you think of this. I would love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I think it's so cute. I'm not done, obviously, and I'm hoping to release this after my next FlossTube, so like the Monday after. So this coming Monday, which will be the 29th, is the Libra release, and then after that is FlossTube 110, and then after that is the 13th of October, and that's when I'm hoping to release this. So mark your calendars for me, and if you like it, please let me know your thoughts. And I'm even considering setting up a pre-order maybe for it, where you can get a discount if you pre-order. Just a thought. And if you think that you would like this and you would want to pre-order, please leave me a comment and let me know that, because knowing that people want it and knowing that people would like to pre-order something when they, so they can save some money and blah, 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 that helps me immensely. So I'll show you again. This is the piece. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh, please gush with me. Yee! I love them so much. And I kept showing my youngest the designs, because I've actually got the designs for the 5 Saja boys as well, because I've got all the people set up for the sampler that I mentioned. So I have the designs for the Saja boys, so I could make that a design on its own too. I used their soda pop outfits, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. I was showing them to my daughter, my youngest daughter, and she's just like, I love it, I love it, I love it. So I've got one fan at least. Where's my notes? So that is all my works in progress. I won't share the design stuff that I've done this last fortnight. I just want to sort of keep some things in my back pocket a little bit, but know that I have been doing some design work, and yeah, some pattern design work is what I mean, for K-pop Demon Hunters. And I also have some things noodling around for another sampler, which yeah, I need to talk to my husband about actually. So stay tuned for that too. Let's move on to my latest pattern that I have available, which is Send Memes. Where have I put it? Where did I put it? I just noticed that one of my hoops was backwards. Oh, I found it. Okay, Send Memes. I finished it. It was, like I mentioned in my last FlossTube, this was really easy and fun to stitch because it was easy. It was just big chunks of color. I've got cat fur stuck to my lips today. Yeah, big chunks of color. I'm really happy with how the blob background came out. I was worried that maybe I picked a color that was too close to the inside of the phone color, and that it would just look like, I don't know, the screen was leaking or something, but I think it really works. I put it in a 7-inch hoop, and I used 14 count because I want it to have space around the edges. So yeah, let me know what you think. This is available on my website. It's cheaper than most of my patterns just because it is such an easy stitch up. So yay. Talking about stuff that's on my website, I have 3 new blog posts. I'm going to open them up on my computer so I can tell you the titles properly. Okay, so the first one is called Perfect Occasions to Gift a Stitch People Portrait. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's like, these are some occasions that you might want to make or order from someone like me a Stitch People portrait. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. The next post I have is called Making Art When the World Feels on Fire. And I will do an asterisk here. I did use AI generation to make the image header because I needed to have an earth on fire. And the earth isn't, the whole globe isn't literally on fire. So yeah, my apologies if that upsets anybody. I did use Adobe Firefly, which, unless I'm mistaken, and I again apologize if I am, but they don't use people's work without permission to create their image generation. So it's a blog post based on a YouTube video that was recommended to me by YouTube. The YouTube is called The Case for Making Art When the World is on Fire, and the talker is Amy McNee. It just, I don't know, it really like spoke to me. I really felt like I was validated in what I do with two little kids, basically. That yes, there is so much bad stuff happening in the world right now, and there are far more important things going on and that need to happen in the world, but it is more than okay to just be in yourself and create something beautiful, and it's important to do that. So anyway, it's a post based on that video. I highly recommend you check out the video. It's in the link in the description, like the blog post link is in the description, and the video is near the top of the blog post. So go check it out, please. The last blog post I have is that TikTok hack is wrong. Ada does not equal waste canvas. I've seen so many people on Reddit, especially just because I don't use TikTok too much, but I know that it's from TikTok because of the Reddit posts that I've seen on the subreddit /cross stitch, that people keep using Ada cloth as waste canvas. And I wanted to do a post about it, embedding some of the Reddit posts that I've come across, to write a post that's aimed at beginners that might be interested in trying cross stitch on their clothes or on a bag or on just regular fabric, that they should not use Ada cloth specifically, but you know, like this, like the grids. You should not use this to stitch and then try to remove said cloth from the clothing that you're stitching on or whatever it is. So that's what it's about. So yeah, I have those new posts on my website. The last thing before I talk about stuff that's happened in real life that I want to chat about is holiday ornaments. If you missed my last FlossTube, you may not realize that I am taking orders right now for holiday ornaments. That is Christmas, Hanukkah, and you can also get what I've called a generic ornament, and that's like, it's not themed. It just has like pretty flowers or whatever around it. So it's good for a mini ornament sized portrait that you might want to hang up like all year round, for example. I've had a couple of those ordered in the past. I think 3. So there's those. Those are available. The cutoff time is coming up soon for being able to receive those before December. The 1st of October is when I cannot guarantee that your ornament will arrive before December. I always try and get all of my ornament orders finished, photographed, and packaged up the week of Thanksgiving and sent out like pretty close to Thanksgiving, and that way they can get wherever they need to go before December. So if you want to order one, awesome, first of all. Secondly, go to the description, click the link, and place your order, because the next FlossTube that I release is going to be after that deadline. So I hope that you order, and I hope that I can make something amazing for you or a family or a loved one or something. So yay! Moving on to IRL stuff. And it's kind of, the first thing is kind of in cahoots with stitchy related stuff. We did not make it, unfortunately, like we being me and my family, to the Washington State Fair this year. I'm getting a phone call. Okay. I don't remember what I was saying. I got a phone call because we got both of our garage doors replaced on Friday. They wanted to know where to send the second half of the invoice. What was I saying? I'm going to bring up my notes again. Oh yeah, we didn't get to the state fair. Unfortunately, there was bad weather, then there was sickness, and then just like we forgot. So it didn't happen. Today is the last day of the state fair, but it has been bucketing down with rain, and I really don't want to go there while it's raining, to be quite honest, so we didn't go. But anyway, the reason I bring it up is because I entered 3 pieces into the state fair this year. Yeah, I haven't found out if I got any prizes or anything like that, or any ribbons, I should say, not prizes. But I will be able to find that out this coming week when I pick up my pieces. So I have Wednesday put aside in the morning to go down to, oh my god, I don't remember how to pronounce it, Puyallup? Puyallup. Oh my god, how do you pronounce that? Puyallup. don't know. I never remember how to pronounce it. But that's where the state fair is, if you don't know. And collect my pieces, basically. And so I will get any ribbons, if I did get any. I think they'd always do a participation ribbon, so I should get one at least. That would be cool. And that will go up there with my ones that I got 2 years ago, because I didn't enter last year. I totally forgot to enter. So wish me luck, even though it's already happened. Like, the judging has already happened. But yeah, I'll be getting that. I'm sad that I didn't get to go there, but it's probably a good thing because it costs so much money. It's a big day when you do it, you know, it's a big day. But there was no way I could do it this weekend or last weekend, because last weekend I was at the start of my illness, and yeah, this weekend I'm feeling much better, but yesterday I was still pretty bleh. Anyway, the other thing that happened in this last fortnight was I got a haircut, finally. I learnt that the back of your hair, so like from here down, so like that strip of hair grows a lot faster, or at least it does for me, and that's why I started to look like I had a mullet. I also talked to my hairdresser about the fact that after the weight loss surgery, I not only lost a lot of hair, but lost a lot of hair here, which has made me really self-conscious. And she pointed out that yes, that did happen, but I've had so much growth come in, and it's like 2 to 3 inches, I think, of new growth. And so I should hopefully, fingers crossed, get the hairstyle that I want, which is the longer in the front and shorter in the back hairstyle. Eventually, at some point, that should happen. But the cool thing is, next time I have a haircut, which is booked in to be early December, I am going to do some fun color of some sort. Not the whole head of hair, but just something, like a pop of something. So that's all booked in. That'll be exciting. I'm thinking pink, but let me know in the comments your thoughts. I don't want to ever do green or blue, so I will not be doing those if you suggest them. And that's it. That's what's happened in the last 2 weeks. Thank you so much for watching. I have cat fur up my nose. There's cat fur everywhere. Forgot what I was going to say. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts about everything in the comments, whether you're doing the 2 stitch alongs that I'm doing, what you think of the upcoming Demon Hunters pattern. It's going to be called No Hiding, just in case I didn't say that earlier. Let me know your thoughts on the t-shirt designs and whether or not you think you would like to get one. Or if you do get one, let me know, hey, that was me that placed this order. That would be awesome. Take your guess about if I got any ribbons in the state fair. Leave a guess in the comments if you're watching this like close to when it got released. So until next time, I will see you around the internet. Bye.